Hello, my fellow Libras. I'm your intuitive host, Erin, and I'll be doing your weekly reading. I just wanted to thank everyone for the positive energy and support. And now let's get to your message. As I just said, fellow Libras, just making a note and reminding you guys that I'm a Libra too, so it's always a kick when I get to read for Libra, get to see what the cards are saying for myself as well. And oh, look at that, starting out with judgment. Judgment and justice, very, very attached to Libra. Justice more so, but judgment, and an emotional card. So the Seven of Cups. So here we go. Oh, and the Ace of Cups. So going to be a very Libra week. Libra, and yeah, I know you guys know what I mean. And then the Nine of Swords, the Six of Wands, Strength. Nice card, another standalone card. The Hierophant. So already 3 standalone cards: Judgment, Strength, Hierophant, 10 of Pentacles, and the Magician. So 4 power cards, 4 standalone cards here in your reading. So nice and strong. One of them actually being Strength. Libras, because we are diplomatic, we know how to work that Strength card. So this week that is going to definitely be speaking to us, knowing how to lead with kindness and love and compassion instead of forcing your ideas or forcing what you want on someone. You're going to have that strength of character is what it makes me think of, which Libras have in spades, and we are very diplomatic. We are very charming. So so this week you're going to need that. Something is going to demand that you have that in check. So since we're talking about that, let's look at your challenge card. The challenge card is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords speaks to anxiety and stress, a battle between what your mind wants and what you know is reality. So like thinking bad thoughts, expecting bad outcomes, and kind of bringing it to fruition. You're giving that power. So that the Strength card is saying you are not going to give in to that. You're going to be able to overcome that. Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups, that speaks to choices and wishful thinking, but being able to and learning how to integrate your heart, intuition, and mind for your best choices. So even though you're going to have that challenge and have that anxiety, your emotional card, your Seven of Cups, is going to help you with that balance that you need. Then with the Ace of Cups, that one definitely speaking to new emotional experiences, possibly even feeling like a psychic ability, like you are more in tune to what's going on. And if you're going to be having these challenges and you're going to need your strength and your strength of character to get you through this week, then being more in tune to those around you is definitely important. This, because it's an emotional card, I would say this is more so in tune with not just the people around you, but the people who you love around you. So seeing a big decision coming up, something that does involve a loved one. With the Judgment is self-assessment. So, but it's saying that you are going to see rewards for in the future from past efforts. So with that, I would say that that psychic ability, that feeling that you can communicate with someone, wordless communication. So not necessarily psychic if you're not into that type of thing. Of course you are watching me, so you're into the supernatural in some way. So feeling like you do have a psychic or supernatural connection with someone that you're very close to, not too far-fetched. But knowing that this, this past effort, it could be part of this challenge that you're having. So then I would look at my other power cards here. The Hierophant is a spiritual leader or mentor, someone who you trust to give you good advice in a spiritual way. Someone who is going to, someone who you really trust. And normally we know that the Hierophant is, or we should know and will know that the Hierophant is highly connected to a Taurus. So a male Taurus, someone, if you know someone who's a male Taurus, perhaps that person is your Hierophant. So if you know somebody like that, it might be a good idea to seek their advice, especially because you'll already know it's someone that you trust their judgment and you would take their advice seriously. But we also have the Magician, and the Magician, another strong male presence in most cases, and definitely in this, says that there's going to be a positive condition for success for you anyway. So all the things you're coming up against, you're going to have the magician, that strength behind you. So along with that spiritual, or I like to say more spiritual than religious, having that spiritual guidance and the ability to self-assess, and having the power to know that you don't get your way, you don't get the power to do and to help people and lead people. You don't get that by being the boss, not having an open mind and an open heart. So, and the Magician just says, you know, he is generally the bridge between your thoughts and your actions, basically, ethereal and physical plane. So he's definitely telling you, keep your mind open, and the spiritual leader, the spiritual mentor is going to be telling you the same thing. And remember to check your own backyard with that judgment. Don't try to tell somebody that they need to do something that you yourself aren't capable of, or you don't agree with. You know, that it's something that you can't get over. And then the Six of Wands, your action card, is also a good one for that as well, because it's saying that you are going to have some great success this week, success that may bring you public recognition. I always like that because it seems like something of that magnitude, when you're recognized publicly, then you know you deserved it and you will feel like you did. And then our money card, the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a good one. It's rewarding you for being wise about future planning. So all of this speaks to you being a very good negotiator this week, just being on top of your game, being able to realize your own shortcomings to help you deal with other people. So a very diplomatic and, like I said, a very Libra kind of week, Libra. So, so that being said, just pay attention to your heart. Listen to your heart and listen to your intuition. You too, Libra, are good with that. So that is what the cards are saying to me. Thank you for joining me this week. Please like and subscribe my channel. And remember, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe. Live your dreams. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you, my fellow Libras.